Hello everyone, Mike Worley here. I'm Chief Designer for Simbach Designs. Today, I would like to show you a quick and easy way to use HTML and CSS to create responsive multi-column layouts in Contact Form 7. Contact Form 7 is a popular WordPress plugin for building web forms. It is a great plugin, but it is limited right out of the box. It does, however, provide a lot of possibilities if you can use a little HTML and CSS. We assume you have used Contact 7 before, but if not, we still keep it simple enough for anyone to follow. Don't worry, all you need to do with code is copy and paste. Please let me show you what I mean. Here's a non-responsive form created in Contact Form 7. It looks good enough in desktop view, but when you switch to a mobile view, it's all jumbled together and is pretty much unusable. This is absolutely unacceptable since over half of web traffic is on mobile devices. Today, you have to meet the needs and expectations of people using smartphones. Now, here's the responsive form. Looks pretty much the same as the non-responsive form in desktop view, but take a look at it in the mobile view. Each field is full width and stacked one upon another. This form is certainly usable in the mobile view. What's the difference? Let's take a look at the code. First, we will open the non-responsive form in the contact menu. Here's the form markup. As you can see, it is a simple HTML table with the form fields each in a separate TD tag within a separate TR row tag. Like I said earlier, it looks good when you view it on a desktop, but horrible when you switch to a mobile device. Now look at the markup for the responsive form. It's considerably more complex than the non-responsive form. It uses the div tags to set up CSS selectors including section group and various column spans. These selectors reference CSS that uses a media query to properly display the form on a mobile device. Here's the CSS I placed in my additional CSS tab in my theme options. When the time comes, I will show you how to do it in any recent WordPress theme. Anyway, look at the code. Complex. Is it not? Don't worry, you don't need to know HTML or CSS to do this. I know a website that will generate all the code you need. All you need to do is copy and paste the code in the right place and add your form fields. You can get your code at http://responsivegridsystem.com. The site was created by Graham Miller at Edward Robertson Digital Design. The link to this site is in the description below. Go to their website and click the red button, Generate Code, and it opens up the code generator. Look to the middle left, where it says, Start here. Select the number of columns you want, 2 to 12. We will select 2 first. Don't worry about the margin percentage. The default, 1.6%, is good for our purpose. Click the Calculate button, then scroll down to the code. To the left in a black box is the HTML for the 2-column row. In the middle is the CSS. The one on top is the CSS for sections. This code never changes, no matter how many columns you have in a row. Below the sections code is the grid CSS, which changes every time you change the number of columns. Now I am going to show you a trick that is very useful when copying and pasting code. Open the Windows application called Notepad. For Mac, use TextEdit. We will paste our code into that. I do that because it strips the formatting from the code and keeps everything in one happy place. Now select the HTML code for the 2-column layout, copy it, Ctrl+C. And paste it into Notepad, Ctrl+V. Now the section CSS. Paste it below the HTML. Then the grid CSS. Now scroll back up to start here and select 3 columns and click Calculate. Scroll down to the code. Select the HTML and paste it into Notepad just below your 2-column HTML. Likewise, do it for the grid CSS. You don't need to copy the section CSS. Save the code in Notepad and keep the file open. Now we are ready to start building our form. Copy all the CSS in your Notepad file, ignore the HTML for now. Return to the admin panel of your WordPress website, go to Appearance and select Customize. In the Customize panel, open additional CSS and paste the CSS into that tab. Publish it. This is for demonstration purposes only. I am not going to save it now because I have it elsewhere. That's all you have to do for the CSS. Now, go to the Contact tab and select Add New. This will open up a new form. Name that form Video. Delete all the content in the Form Workspace tab. Go to your Notepad file with all the code copied from the responsive grid system website. Copy the 2-column HTML and 3-column HTML. Paste it into the video form workspace. Make sure 2-column code is on top. Doing so will give you 1 row of 2 columns and 1 row of 3 columns. Select the 3-column row, copy it and paste it below the first 3-column row. You will now have 3 rows. 1 of 2 columns and 2 of 3 columns. Note the areas which say this is column 1. This is column 2 and this is column 3. We're going to replace this placeholder content with fields. I assume you know how to add fields in Contact Form 7. If you don't, there are many beginner videos for Contact Form 7. The fields we are adding are first name, last name, phone, email, company, street address, state, lastly, city. Now, we will jump ahead so I don't bore you. I will now add the necessary fields. See you in a flash with a complete form. We're back. I added all the fields, some field labels and a send button. Now we're done with the form. Save the form. Ignore the mail error code. You would normally have to set up the mail messages so that they use the new fields we just created, but this is not necessary for our demonstration. Copy the form shortcode. Create new page. I am using Site Origin Page Builder, but you can use any page builder you like. Paste the form shortcode into the page, publish the page. Now view the page in desktop. And mobile. Nice, is it not? This technique can be used in most any application where you use multi-column layouts. This is true even for an entire web page layout. The sky's the limit. Well, that is it for Contact Form 7 multi-column responsive layouts. I hope you found it useful. If so, please give us a like and click the subscribe option below to assure you will be notified as soon we publish a new how-to video. By the way, this is not my voice you are hearing. I have a classical Billy twang and often get tongue-tied, so I don't narrate my own videos. I can't afford to pay for a professional voice-over either, so I found a great option. DTS, or text-to-speech. One day, we will do a how-to video on that. Like I said, subscribe to this channel if you want to find out more. Well, good day.